My new puppy. Take 1. Hello, and welcome to my channel. Here I'm going to be doing animations about my life and other stories. I thought I would start an animation channel because it would be a funny way to tell my stories. And I like drawing. And not showing my face on camera. Haha. So I decided that for my first video, I'm going to tell you the story about getting my new puppy. So it all began as me and my mom were browsing the internet for weeks looking for little doggos to adopt, and we came across an advertisement for the cutest little fluffball one did ever see. His name was Freddie, and we immediately contacted the owners listed in the advertisement. We asked for more photos and information about Freddie, as one responsible owner would do, and they sent us a photo of a dog that kinda looked like Freddie, but if you looked at the photo, it wasn't the same dog as the one listed in the advertisement. My mom, being the half-glass type full person she is, said Freddie was just growing up. It had to be the same dog. But me, not being naive like my mom, was extremely suspicious. So my mom tried phoning the owners to get more information, but they would never pick up the phone, only answer by email. And eventually, they stopped answering our questions and just asked for my PayPal information. So, long and behold, it turned out to be a scam. Yeah, Freddie was not real. Freddie was nothing more than a photo and a false hope. But we didn't give up our search. Weeks later, we found another potential doggo candidate on Kijiji, aka the Craigslist of Canada. After finding this little one, it was destined he would come home with us. Our family decided to name him Marshall. My brother liked the name because he was a fan of this guy, and my dad liked the name because he was a fan of this guy, but I have no idea who he is because I'm not born in the dinosaur ages, and I live under a rock. Actually, I really wanted to name Marshall Cookie or Spot, but that clearly did not fly with my family. Marshall was going to be manly and tough and beat up squirrels. So, my mom, being a little extra, used all her air miles points to fly in an airplane to go pick up Marshall and bring him home. Marshall arrived at my house, and I bent down to give the little guy a hug, and he started humping my arm. So Marshall was a very thirsty pupper from day one. He was clearly born to be a player. So, on the first day, my parents did not want Marshall sleeping in the bedroom, so we kept him in his crate the first night, as our vet advised us to do. Marshall was not okay with this. Never in my life have I seen something so small make so much noise. Marshall was huffing and puffing and blowing through my eardrums. He sang his lullaby all night. Nobody in my family slept. A week later, we took Marshall to the vet, and it turns out he had separation anxiety. Our vet recommended that we buy this special collar that was $50 that was supposed to calm dogs, but it never worked. So my parents were adamant Marshall would not sleep in the bedroom, but fast forward to today, Marshall sleeps in the bedroom, on the bed, right between my parents. This is because after a few nights of howling, I cracked. I let Marshall sleep in my room. When I brought Marshall out of his crate into my room, he curled up like a little angel and went fast asleep. My family finally got some shut-eye, and I became Marshall's new favorite human, as I saved him from the depths of the puppy crate. So I turned out the light and went straight to sleep. But sucks to be me, because I forgot puppies cannot hold their bladder well. During the night, I was woken up again, not to noise, but this time to the smell of poop filling my bedroom. I'd be dreaming about gumdrops and lollipops, and then I would wake up. So my family didn't train Marshall not to sleep in the bedroom, and we were also unable to train him to use the crate because he would have huge howling fits. So we decided when we leave the house, instead of putting him in the crate, we would put up little baby gates to confine him in the kitchen, and he would still have the freedom to have a little bit more space. However, we did not know that Marshall was actually part kangaroo and would jump over the gates. Nothing would confine this little jumper, so eventually we had to stack the gates on top of each other so he couldn't escape and run all over the house. As when he did escape, he would take his revenge. Marshall chewed 10 pairs of shoes, my mattress, pillows, stuffed animals, books, furniture, you name it. He was Mr. Chomp Chomper. To To console my parents, I reminded him of the dog in the book Marley and Me, and how at the end of the day, even if Marley was considered the worst dog in the world, he still manages to bring out the best in his family. To this day, Marshall is a valuable and a special part of our family. Thanks for watching!